Namaste, welcome to tummy.com, a platform for yoga teachers and teachers in training. We have come to the last part of the video where we will be talking about a set of supine position asanas and how it will help us enter into the peak pose, followed by Hanumanasana and cool down asanas. So how does supine position asanas help Hanuman peak pose sequence? Supine position asanas are great relaxation poses as the entire spine is in contact with ground. So when twists and stretches are done in this state, there is a good support and balance, ultimately adding to the practice of the peak pose. The first two poses are Ananda Balasana and its variation Ardha Ananda Balasana. Both these poses are stretching the hips and the hamstring. It helps to open the deeper ligaments and tissues and also releases any tension around these areas before doing Hanumanasana. The last supine pose will be Supta Padangushtasana or the reclined big toe pose, which gives a deeper stretch in the inner thighs along with working on the endurance of the students while they stretch the leg out on each side, preparing the body for Hanumanasana. Finally, we come closer to doing the peak pose, but before that, we have added Ardha Hanumanasana with and without blocks. This is a preparatory pose for Hanumanasana and it lengthens the hips as the students bend forward. But moreover, it is here the students get to know how stiff or flexible they are and if they are ready to do the peak pose. Also, this is a way to enter into Hanumanasana, hence we have included it in the sequence. The use of bricks is to help the students, and here teachers can decide to use it or not based upon the practice of the students. The main part has come, that is the peak pose or Hanumanasana, where all the efforts that has been put into stretching the hips, hamstrings, inner thighs, activating the root chakra for balance and developing endurance comes into play. The only variation for this is standing split pose, aerial, that is this one. But there can be a possibility that all students might not be able to achieve this pose in one go. So in that case, props are used to make it easy for students. A bolster or pillow can be placed below the perineum of the students. Teachers have to judge how their students are performing and guide them through the peak pose. After performing the peak pose, the cool down asanas are the bound angle pose, which give complete relaxation to the base of the students. This is followed by Ananda Balasana and Ardha Ananda Balasana. All these asanas are used as hip flexors. So why is it used again in cool down asanas? This is because counter asanas are done to keep the energies in the muscles intact and make it a progressive relaxation for students. So students are performing these asanas but with lesser effort. Lastly, we end the sequence with Savasana, where students' mind is directed towards identifying the regions that were made active, parts of the body that were worked upon, and lastly creating a memory of the peak pose in those muscles. Savasana is a restorative pose, and here we have used a bolster as the entire sequence had active use of legs. So this helps in giving complete rest. In conclusion, few points to keep in mind while sequence building. First, which parts of the body and muscles are engaged in the peak pose? Second, poses impact the minds of the students also. Hence, poses have to be selected such that they motivate the students and stretch the respective areas. Lastly, teachers need to judge the performance of the students and add variations or use of props to make it easy for students or to push their limits based upon the level of students. We would encourage you to create your own sequences for Hanumanasana and share it in the comment section below. We will provide our feedback for the first 5 to 10 sequences, and we hope that other yoga teachers and teachers in training can do the peer review for the same. Please do give your valuable feedback, drop in your queries, and we will be happy to answer. Stay tuned for detailed description of various other peak poses. Subscribe to our channel to get automatic notifications when new videos are added to help you grow as a yoga teacher, and thank you.